Good evening, and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's varsity girls basketball game as the Norton Lancers take on the hometown Hopkinton Hillers. Hopkinton High School and the TVL is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. Please make sure that your behavior reflects respect towards everyone. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Lancers. At guard, number 3, junior, Taryn Fieri. At forward, number 5, junior, Kate Andy. At guard, number 23, sophomore, Ella Tetro. At guard, number 24, sophomore, Emma Cochran. And at forward, number 44, senior, Michaela Patch. The Lancers are coached by Kaylin Laliberty, Janet Jolly, and head coach Dan Langmead. And now for the hometown Hopkinton Hillers. At guard, number 5, senior, Jessie Iannelli. At guard, number 11, senior, Brooke Doherty. At guard, number 23, senior, Lauren Cho. At guard, number 22, senior captain, Kiki Fossbender. And at forward, number 33, senior captain, Lexi Trendle. The Hillers are coached by Kerry Chatton, Michaela Pucci, and head coach, Mike Greco. If you would now please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. Tom Nappy alongside Wally Henneberry for tonight's Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity basketball matchup as they welcome in the Norton Lancers. Norton is 5-4 on the season. The Hillers are 2-3, and we should have a good battle between these two talented teams here today. Hopkinton took down Bellingham in their last game to improve to 2-3 on the season and looking to continue the winning trend. Norton took down Holliston 58-35. As we are just moments away from tip-off, standing in the center circle, it's Michaela Patch for Norton, and for the Hillers, it was Lexi Trendle as Norton starts off with possession, working right to left across your screen. Pass over to Fieri, fires it over to Patch. Driving in, up for the shot, no good. Rebound by Jessie Iannelli.
Yeah, good contested shot by the Hiller defense there.
Brooke Doherty with it. Up top to Kiki Fossbender. Now into Trendle, driving the lane. And she'll get tied up for a jump ball call. It'll go Hiller's way. Well, I think one of the keys in tonight's game for the Hillers, stay out of foul trouble. They've had some foul trouble in recent games with some of their key players. I think that's going to be essential tonight, Wally.
Yeah, that'll really help. I know the other night when they were playing Norwood, they had a lot of trouble with fouls, and it really cost them that night.
Brooke Doherty's shot is blocked, and Norton has it. And tripped up is going to be Cochrane as here comes the Hillers. Driving in, Fossbender off the glass and in. Full court pressure by the Hillers, and Fieri called for the travel.
Yeah, full court pressure causes the travel there. And Fossbender taking nice strong to the hold for their first bucket here. That was a nice drive.
Lexi Trendle on the entry over to Iannelli. Trying to get it out to Cho, goes back court, but it was touched by a defender. Doherty fires it out to Kiki. And
offensive foul.
Yeah. A rare offensive foul. It'll be Norton ball. Good crowd in attendance for tonight's game. Fieri fires it over to the near side.
No, I thought we were going to get another travel there.
Up for three. No good off the rim goes to Trault. And it's going to go Hiller's way as it goes out of bounds.
So I like the way the Hillers are coming out in a full court press. Put them right on their heels right off the bat. It seemed to be working for them.
Yeah, the Lancers are a good offensive team, so I expect the Hillers to be pretty aggressive in this game. Trying to force turnovers as Cho trying to maintain possession, able to get it out to Doherty. Doherty up top to Trendle. Trendle drives the lane. No good, a little too much. Taking it up is Fieri. Fires it over to Cochrane. Up for the shot, and we have a foul. It's
offensive foul.
Yeah, charge. And the Hillers bench erupts with the charge call. It's going to be Emma Cochrane's first foul. Cho hands it off to Doherty. Now up to Kiki. Now Iannelli along the wing. Fossbender around the defender, up for the jumper. Yes.
Nice turnaround there.
Fieri with it. Full court pressure once again by the Hillers. Cochrane feeds it in, driving the lane, drawing the foul, Michaela Patch. It's going to be a team second foul for the Hillers. They get Lexi Trendle with her first. And the senior forward, Michaela Patch at the line. One of the three captains for the Lancers. Norton Lancers led by head coach Dan Langmead. Hillers led by head coach Mike Greco. Patch hits the first of two. On the second count it. Cho with it. Over to Doherty. Doherty going to take it down. Up with the left hand, no good. And pulling down the rebound is Fieri. And Cho.
Good defense right there.
I don't even think she saw the ball coming. She just had her hand up. And
yeah, she was looking at the girl she was guarding and saw the girl preparing to catch the ball and threw her hands up.
It works out, and Brooke Doherty going to draw the foul. Brooke Doherty, the senior, heading to the line. That's going to be the second foul for Emma Cochrane. She hits the first. And knocks down the second. Full court pressure once again by the Hillers. A pass up over to McDonald. Fires it back over to Fieri. Now up top, McDonald. Around the perimeter they go. McDonald with it. Back to Fieri. Launches a three.
Ooh,
Got it.
That was a bomb.
Nothing but net.
Big full step behind the line.
Cho takes it up. Over to Iannelli. Iannelli fires it to Doherty, and she's just able to grab the ball as it was tipped by a defender. Cho. Over to Fossbender, and errant mishandle there by Fossbender. Kate Andy on the entry to Fieri. Over to Tetrault. Out of the corner, McDonald fires it back out. Underneath. Over to the corner, up for three. No good there by Tetrault. Hillers have the rebound as Trendle pulls it down. Cho. Over to Doherty. Back to Cho now. And to Trendle.
Oh.
No. Grabs her own rebound, puts it back, and can't finish. Loose ball. And Cho is going to get
jump
tied
ball.
up.
I think that's a quick whistle on the jump ball.
Yeah, I think it was a little quick. It'll go Lancers' way. A 6-5 game. Just under 4 minutes in to the first quarter. Andy over to Fieri. Up the near side off the hand of Fitzroy, and the Hillers have it.
There's another turnover by the full court press.
Iannelli over to Kiki. Lost better back to Iannelli. Harley Hedstrom in the game for the Hillers. She takes that pass. Hedstrom down the lane, up for the shot. No. Collected by Fieri. Fitzroy back to Fieri. Now over to McDonald. Into Andy. Around the horn they go. Looks like Norton having a little trouble finding a way to get inside the interior. There's a shot, no good, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Norton off the missed McKayler Patch shot. Bethel Flanagan into the game for the Hillers. Jesse Iannelli will take a breather. Fieri on the entry.
Just getting it in under the 5 seconds.
Yep. McDonald. Nice feed underneath, and Kate Andy with the bucket. Cho takes it up, gets it over to Flanagan, and she'll draw contact. Little reach-in foul there on Carly McDonald. On the entry, Hedstrom. Goes out to Flanagan. Up top, Cho. Hedstrom hands it back to Cho. Cho gets by the defender, up for the shot. Can't finish. Hiller's rebound as Trendle's there. And another missed shot. Fossbender with the rebound. She'll miss the shot, and Norton has it. Hiller's having a lot of trouble in the last few minutes in the low post. Hitting their shots.
They're getting the ball in there really well. They're moving the ball well. They're getting it in there. They're getting the shot. They're really having trouble.
They're getting good
knocking
looks.
it down. Yeah, and they're really good interior passing also, and they're getting it right where they want it, and they just can't get it to go down.
Cho takes it up. Fossbender. Over to Flanagan. Now Trendle. Up, no good, and a bit of a block there by Patch. Here comes Norton, driving up Fitzroy. Up top, Patch. Patch. Shot from the short corner. Nice block by Hedstrom.
Big block, big block.
Hedstrom into Cho. Over to Flanagan. Up top, Trendle. Cho. Kiki. Fossbender drives down, up for the shot. No. And she's going to grab the ball, put it back up. Nope. And now a battle for it. Touched by a number of players. Fossbender off the glass. No good. Oh, man.
He had 3 or 4 chances there. and they're really fighting for their own rebounds, and they're doing a great job. But boy, oh boy, they got to get one of these to go down.
That's got to be frustrating. You're dominating the low post. You're getting the rebounds. You're finding ways in.
And they end up with a foul there, too.
Right.
Which kind of is too bad.
That's the second on Lexi Trendle. Fired up the near side over to Andy. Kate Andy with it. Hands it back to Patch. Patch going to drive down. Up with the right hand and in.
Nice ball fake. Got her defender up in the air, and she went right by her.
Cho with it. Over to Fossbender. Now Flanagan. Hedstrom for three. No good. It'll rattle out. Collected by Patch.
I was hoping they'd have better luck from outside than they have been from inside.
And a nice feed by Fieri to Cotrain, and she will pop it off the glass and in. Under a minute left in the first. Hedstrom calls it out. Trying to get it over to Flanagan. Tipped up in the air by Fieri, and the Lancers have it. Patch takes it up. Shot for three from up top. No good by Fieri. And it's collected by Cho. Cho drives down the lane, up and in, plus the foul.
Plus one, yeah.
They needed that. It's a team third for Norton, or make that fourth. Jesse Iannelli back into the game, along with Brooke Doherty. They got Ella Tetrault with the foul. That's her first. On the end one, it's good. Nice three-point play by Lauren Cho. Pass up the near side over to Tetrault, and she tries to feed it over, called for a travel. And stolen away by Cotrain, and she will drive to the bucket and draw contact from
That's
Cho.
a foul.
Yep. And that was a nice sneaky steal there for Norton.
Yeah, she kind of let Hillers fall asleep there and just dove right in for it.
Emma Cotrain, a sophomore. This is the first of two. Hits the second. 2-point lead for the Lancers. Norton going to back off the press. Cho takes it up.
The shot clock is off, so the Hillers probably hoping to get the last shot here.
15 seconds and counting. Doherty over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom. Oh, it was a nice look.
Yeah, great pass.
8 seconds left to go as the Lancers will inbound and try to take a buzzer beater. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Over to Cotrain. Fires it over to the corner. Up for a long two. No good. And that'll do it for the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it is the Norton Lancers 15. The Hopkinton Hillers 9. Wally, the Hillers are getting great looks. They're passing the ball nicely, but they're just not hitting their shots.
Yeah, they really are moving the ball well, and they're getting the shot that they want. I think they're happy with the way their offense is going, but they're not hitting the shots at all. And I think the defense is playing really well also. Unfortunately, they're down, but that's probably a product of not hitting the shots that they're getting. I think the defense is actually playing pretty well. Norton really doesn't like this full court press that they're putting on them.
Right, they've got a number of turnovers and had a number of good looks, but we'll see if they can improve shooting-wise in the second quarter. They'll certainly need to if they want to keep up with this talented Norton team. We want to remind you we'll be right back here at the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center this Sunday as the Hillers will take on the Holliston Panthers in a makeup game. 3 p.m. tip-off for the Varsity. We'll have the JV game just before that at 1:30. So we'll have some basketball this Sunday. You can enjoy along with your playoff football. It looks like they took 3 points off the board for Norton. And actually, they had the scoreboard wrong. I do have 12 points in the scorebook, so it's a 12-9 game.
Norton was able to capitalize on a rare 6-pointer there for a minute.
supposed to give those to the home team.
You're right.
Team leader for the Norton has had 4 different players put up points. Taryn Fieri with a 3, Kate Andy with a 2, Emma Cotrain with 3 points, and Michaela Patch with 4. For the Hillers, Brooke Doherty with 2, Kiki Fossbender with 4, Lauren Cho with 3. And we are underway in the second quarter. Cho with it. Now over to Doherty. Back out to Cho. Fossbender. Over to Cho.
She's going to get an offensive foul there.
Yeah. She bumped into Cotrain. That's going to be her second foul. Team 5th for the Hillers.
I think if she didn't fumble the ball catching it for a split second, she would have been by her defender, but that just held her up, and the defender got there just in time.
Cotrain.
There we go. There's oh, what do we got? Looked like
I think it was knocked out of bounds.
Yeah.
Or Doherty's foot might have been out of bounds.
Good defense on the pass. And yeah, either the defender or the ball was hit out of bounds.
Fieri hands it off to Cotrain. Surrounded by defenders along the corner. And we're going to have a foul.
Blocking
here.
foul on Cho again. That's 3 on her. 2 quick ones.
Well, she's going to have to be very careful.
And she's going to take a seat.
Into the game, Elena Davies. Fieri from the corner. Fires it up top to Cotrain. Cotrain, a nice feed underneath. Up and in goes Kate Andy.
That was a nice backdoor cut and a great look by the ball handler.
Elena Davies over to Iannelli. Iannelli out to Fossbender. Now over to Doherty. Drives the lane up for the shot. No good. And it's tipped by Doherty, and she's able to get it back.
They're getting a lot of these offensive rebounds inside, which is great. But you got to convert them.
Davies with a miss there, and Fieri takes it up. A misfire. That'll play it goes. Hiller ball.
So they're kind of picking up right where they left off in the last quarter. They're getting the ball in and close and can't hit the shot. But they're really playing very well in the offensive glass.
Davies takes it up. Over to Doherty. Trendle. Davies. Davies out to Fossbender. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Fossbender up for the shot. Got it.
Great hoop for her.
That was the first field goal for the Hillers in at least the last 4 or 5 minutes or so. Cotrain with it. And a nice steal by Fossbender. Fossbender, coast to coast, off the glass and in.
And Norton's going to take a timeout.
Perhaps that's the turning point the Hillers needed.
Yeah, a little spark right there.
It's a 1-point game as we have a Norton timeout. And Kiki Fossbender with 8 out of the 13 Hiller points so far in this game.
And right there in the last 10 seconds, a one-person turnaround.
Yeah, I think one of the keys is going to be get the ball to Fossbender. She seems to be hitting the most efficiently. And we'll take a look at the TVL girls basketball standings while we have a moment. In the TVL large, you got Norwood at 8-0, Westwood and Medfield at 5-2, Ashland at 4-4, Holliston at 2-5, Hopkinton at 2-3, and the TVL small, Medway at 7-2, Millis at 8-4, Norton at 5-4, Bellingham 3-6, over Sherborne 2-4, Dedham 1-8.
Yeah, we saw that Norwood team last week, and they were pretty impressive that day.
They certainly were. The Hillers did not have too good of a time in that game.
No, that was a rough one. But it's nice to see them come back against Holliston or Bellingham.
Absolutely. Cotrain takes it up. Gets it over to Fieri. Cross over the short corner. Now back out to Cotrain. Fieri. She thought about it. Back to Fieri. Norton having a little bit of trouble. Cotrain for three. No good off the back iron. Davies tips it. Cotrain gets it back. Great hustle.
Chase her own shot. That's nice.
Driving in around the defender. Up and in she goes.
That's too bad. That was a good defensive stand for the Hillers. They kept them outside the whole way until the missed shot.
Fossbender. And stole it away. That was just ripped away by Tetrol.
Just picked her pocket on the way by.
Kate Andy.
And there's two more.
That's her third field goal of the game. Norton back up by 5. Fossbender to Trendle. Trendle up with the shot, no good. Collected by Fieri. Fieri over to Patch. Patch drives down, up with the underhand shot, no good. Collected by Doherty, and here come the Hillers. Davies takes it up. Over to Iannelli, now Fossbender. Drives baseline. Ooh, it rattles out.
That couldn't go any further down and come out.
Wonder if there's something wrong with that basketball hoop.
We'll find out in the second half.
Yeah. If Norton starts struggling big time, then we'll have some questions. Loose ball and a battle for it along the far side. Trendle comes away with it off the attempted pass. Trendle to the bucket. Count it. It's her first bucket of the game. That was a pretty good effort by Tetrol, but no one was there for Norton. And an errant pass along the far sideline. Hillers get it back.
There's another turnover off that full court press.
3-point Norton lead. 4:05 left to go in the first half.
The Hillers are keeping it close, and if they start hitting those shots, they'll really take off.
Absolutely. I think this would be a very different game if they were hitting their shots early on. Trendle over to Davies. Davies nearly has it stripped away, able to regather. Around the perimeter they go. Hedstrom. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Hedstrom drives in, up for the shot, no good. There was some contact there, but no call. Fieri takes it up. Fieri to Andy driving baseline and no good.
That's the second time they've run that backdoor cut there, and they've got it open each time.
Along the near side, Flanagan. Fossbender into Hedstrom.
She was looking for the cutter down the lane, but
Davies
defended
for three.
well.
A little short. Cotrain. And that's swatted away by Hedstrom. It'll stay with Norton. Fieri on the entry. Great feed to Andy, but she can't finish. She was just waiting to enter the bucket. Show. Over to Flanagan, and out of the corner, driving in, Fossbender, and she'll draw contact. She'll make her first appearance at the line. It's going to be the 5th foul of the half for Norton. First on Kate Andy, one of the captains for the Lancers in her junior year. First of 2. Got it. 9 points so far for Kiki. Make it 10.
Yeah, she's having a great game so far.
She certainly is. The main source of offense so far for the Hillers. Fitzroy fires it out. Now along the wing, Cotrain up for the shot, no good. And it's pulled down by Trendle. Cho will take it up. Over to the corner, Hedstrom for 3, no good. And it goes back to Hedstrom, went off a defender's hand, back to Trendle, now it's stripped away by Fitzroy. Good steal there for Norton. Cotrain Round the defender, up with the underhand, and good, plus the foul.
And a foul.
Emma Cotrain has 7 points tonight.
I think that was on show. That's a tough one.
Ooh.
Four fouls in the first half.
She'll be taking a seat for a while.
Just what you didn't want. Put her back in for just the last couple minutes and hope you don't get one, and she came up with it.
Hedstrom collects. Davies over to Flanagan. And Trendle gets it back out. Now driving down and drawing the foul is Davies. Sophomore Elena Davies will head to the line. It's going to be on Harley McDonald. And the official is going to have the scorekeeper correct the team fouls. They gave that one to the Hillers. It should go to Norton. On the first of two, no good. Well, the Hillers are doing well from the free throw line so far. 5 for 6 overall. Second of two. No good. Make it 5 out of 7. Pass up over to McDonald. McDonald, surrounded by defenders, gets it over to the wing and out to Andy to the bucket. No good. Collected by Trendle. Davies fires it up. Driving in. Count it. Brooke
Great
Doherty.
bucket. Real strong move. Great bucket.
Long pass up, and it's intercepted by Doherty. Drives down, feeds it over to Fossbender. Now Hedstrom, back to Davies. Over to Trendle along the elbow. Out to Doherty. Doherty on the give and go, draws the foul. Both teams now have 7 fouls apiece. That's the second on Carly McDonald. First of 2, no good. On the second, got it. With Doherty 3 for 4 from the strike. Fired up into a lot of traffic, knocked out a play off a Hiller.
The Hillers were all over that one, and it deflected off them.
Yeah, they read that perfectly. Knew exactly where the Lancers wanted to go with it.
And there were 2 Hillers there ready to take it.
Kaylor Patch back into the game. Abby Fitzroy will take a breather. Taryn Fieri on the entry for the Lancers. Gets it over to Tetrol. Now back to the corner. Up top over to McDonald. McDonald over to Patch. Back to McDonald at the point. Driving in, feeds it over to the wing.
This is what the Hillers want to do, keep the ball outside.
Long 3.
That's
no
exactly
good.
what they want.
Yep. Great interior defense by the Hillers.
Make Norton settle for the 20-footers.
Fieri on the entry. Under a minute left to go in the second quarter. Up for the shot, and it's waved off. Called for the travel. Kate Andy had another open look underneath. We're down to that 20 apiece. Davies takes it up. Doherty. Trendle. Back to Davies, trying to get it into Doherty. It's swatted out of bounds off of Fieri. Lexi Trendle will break up the stack. Feeds it over to Hedstrom. Launches the 3. No good. Collected by Fieri. 22 seconds and counting left to go in the second quarter. McDonald feeds it out. Andy gets it over her left, and now driving in. No good there. Loose ball collected by Fossbender. Petrol had a nice look, couldn't finish. Fossbender down the lane. Oh. No good, but draws the foul. That's going to be the first for Taryn Fieri. One of the 3 captains for the Lancers. Kiki Fossbender having a good night so far, 10 points overall. She's 2 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness. She'd take it the whole way, right to the hole. Didn't try to back out of it or anything. Straight right through the defenders.
That's going to be a 1-and-1.
Oh, they're not calling that a shooting foul.
Maybe it is too. I'm getting mixed signals here from the officials. It seemed one of the officials signaled 1-and-1. It will be 2. As it should be.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, she was taking that right to the basket.
On the second of 2. Got it. And the Hillers have a 1-point lead. 3 seconds left. Norton's going to have to shoot quick.
And the full court defense here should help with cut down that time.
Long shot, and it's no good. A little short by Taryn Fieri. And at the end of the first half, it's the Hopkinton Hillers leading the Norton Lancers 21-20. The Hillers struggled shooting-wise in the first quarter, but outscored Norton 12-8 in the second quarter.
Yeah, I thought they were much more aggressive on offense and defense in the second quarter, especially on offense. Finally started to get some shots to go down. But I think the defense has been pretty well the whole game, pretty solid.
It certainly has. The defense has been great. The passing's been great. We'll see if they can get the shooting going in the second half. But they have a 1-point lead as we head into the halftime locker room. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM. The second half coming up in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. We are just about ready for the second half. The Hillers leading Norton 21-20. Tom Nappy alongside Wally Henneberry. Happy to be with you on the call this Friday night. Let's take a look at the scoring totals for the Norton Lancers in the first half. It was Taryn Fieri with 3, Kate Andy with 6, Emma Cotrain with 7, and Michaela Patch with 4 points. As Norton gets set to inbound from the near side. For the Hillers, Brooke Doherty with 5, Kiki Fossbender with 11, Lauren Cho with 3, Lexi Trendle with 2.
So I'm hoping in the second half here the Hillers defense really kind of wears down Norton. And there's an over and back.
We're going to have travel here.
Just like that, the pressure defense will just wear them down, I hope, and that'll take its toll on Norton scoring.
Davies. Well, the Hiller girls are famously known for picking up the pace in the second half. Trendle over to Davies. Davies drives in. Count it. Nice lay in there. Lancers working against full court pressure. Stolen away. Davies.
There's another turnover on the full court press.
Can't finish. Missed opportunity there by Iannelli. Along the near side, Tetrell trying to feed it over, stolen away by Trendle. Trendle on a quick break, drives down.
Offensive foul.
Oof.
Pushing off with that offhand. That's 3 on her.
Yep. She'll have to be careful.
But it is a good omen what we're seeing here. A lot of 3 turnovers already on defense, and we haven't even been 1 minute in.
Yeah, it seems like they're being ultra aggressive to start off this second half. Cotrain. Over to the corner to Andy, and a travel.
So they look like they're not just going full court, but maybe even trying to trap the ball with a double team in the corners.
Taking it up, Davies feeds it over to Doherty. Trendle. Over to Davies, nearly stolen away. Nice rip away by Davies. Doherty up for the shot, no good. Grabs her own rebound, and in.
Now that's what we've been waiting to see. Maybe miss a layup, grab the rebound like they've been doing, but finally get ready to put it back in.
Lancers trying to work it up the floor. Against full court pressure. Cotrain kicks it out. Tetrell with the 3, no good. Cotrain with the rebound and draws a foul.
That could be on Trendle?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering myself. Nope. It's going to be on Davies. It's her first. First to 2, got it. Emma Cotrain is 2 for 4 from the line. Make it 3 for 5. 3-point game in favor of the Hillers. Full court pressure by Norton now. Fossbender feeds it over. Trendle back to Fossbender. Driving down. And we get a foul. That's going to be the second foul for Kate Andy. Up top to Davies. Trying to get it over to Fossbender. Tipped out of bounds by Cotrain. On the entry, Iannelli. Over to Fossbender. Trendle. Trendle going to drive down. And she'll draw the contact. And it will, I believe, be an and one. They're going to give her the shot on?
Oh, yeah.
They will.
Definitely. She earned it.
Absolutely. It looked like she wanted to take a deeper shot, but kind of hesitated and just said, I'll drive down. It pans out. Trendle with 4 points so far on the evening. Make it 5.
There you go.
6-point lead for the Hillers. Biggest lead they've had all game. Cotrain able to get it up to Patch. Patch, an open shot. No good. Fossbender collects.
She had 2 open girls under the hoop. Could have given it up for them, but
Davies with the finish.
the Hillers will take advantage of that.
And the Lancers need a timeout. Hillers feeling it. They are up by 8.
Yeah, quick little run there. That's nice. That's kind of what we were expecting to see.
A 9-2 run to start off the third quarter for the Hillers. And it looks like their offense is hopefully going to have a little more success in the second half. It's looking good so far.
Yeah, they hit a few buckets there. Not many misses, and they're getting the defenses turning their offense to using the defense to turn it into offense.
And we want to remind you the Hiller girls will be back in action right here at the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center this Sunday at 3 p.m. against Holliston. We'll have the broadcast of that game for you, and also the JV game prior. They'll tip off at 1:30. And we get a glimpse of some of the fans here enjoying the big screen. And the Hillers looking to continue the momentum they have going on a 9-2 run here in the first couple minutes of the third quarter. Fieri on the entry to Patch.
I'm surprised to see the Hillers back on D.
I don't think it's a trend you should get used to. Fieri along the wing, over to the corner. Working along the perimeter. Norton once again having trouble finding a way into the interior. Long 3 attempt, and it's well short and out of play. Davies is contested by Patch, able to maintain and get it over to Iannelli. And we're going to have a travel.
That play was not right from the start. They never got in sync there.
Carly Hedstrom back into the game. Jesse Iannelli will take a breather. Co-train with it. Over to, or Patrick to co-train rather. Now along the wing, it is Andy. Back up top. Fires it over to Fieri. Co-train. Underneath. And it's knocked out of bounds. They call it out off of Norton.
She just fumbled it right out of her own hands when she saw the double team coming.
Norton feeling the pressure. Davies hands it off to Doherty. Fossbender. Now Hedstrom. Back to Fossbender. Over to the corner. Doherty for 3. No good. Davies collects the loose ball. Kicks it back out to Doherty. And now Hedstrom launches the 3. That's no good. And it's collected by Fieri. Here comes Co-Train. And she lost it. Able to cover it up. And call for the travel. Carly Hedstrom on the inbound. Lancers continuing to press.
Yeah, they're trying to answer right back with a press of their own.
Feeds it over to Doherty. Back to Hedstrom. A nice finish there. Hillers up by 10, trying to pull away. Co-Train feeds it up top to Fieri. Driving down. Up and in she goes. Fossbender feeds it over. Doherty up with the reverse, draws the contact. We'll get Taryn Fieri with her second foul.
Yeah, it's nice to see them attacking still. Crisp pass underneath, and she takes it right to the hole.
Doherty with 7 points so far. No good on the first. She's 3 for 5 from the line so far. No good on the second. Lancers have it. Coltrane with it. Swatted out of bounds off of Davies. Coltrane gets it into Andy, and we have a foul. We're going to get Fossbender.
I don't think she got much of the player.
It's her first. Fieri on the entry.
Oh, that's going to be a 5-second.
Yeah. Hillers draw the turnover. Good defense. Davies. Takes it across. Kicks it out over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom driving in, up with the hook shot. No good. Collected by McDonald. Taking it up, Fieri. Feeds it over to the wing, up for three, and good is Michaela Patch. Lancers within 5.
Creeping back.
Hedstrom trying to hand it to Davies. It's stolen away. A battle for it. And we'll get a jump ball call.
That's going to stay Hiller's ball.
Will indeed stay with the Hillers. Doherty on the entry. Finds Fossbender. Working the far side, driving in now. Kicks it out to Hedstrom, up for three. Off the mark. Fossbender collects the loose ball as it went off the hand of Patch and puts it in.
Takes it right back in.
13 points for Kiki Fossbender. With it now is McDonald.
Nice defense there. Held her ground, didn't fall for the ball fake.
Patch.
Kept her hands up, didn't foul her.
Yep. Battle for it. Norton maintains possession. Coltrane drives in, no good, and it's collected by the Hillers. Davies is there, feeds it up to Fossbender. Fossbender, and it's blocked. Grabbing the loose ball is Trendle, and she'll draw the foul. Lexi Trendle heading to the line.
Yeah, nice clean block on Fossbender, but Trendle was there to pick it up.
Oh, that's going to be the 5th foul on Carly McDonald. Abby Fitzroy comes into the game. And Carly McDonald likely done. No good.
The timeout, Hopkinton.
I think Coach Greco wants to say, will you hit your free throws, please?
Yeah. Yeah, they started out hot at the line, and they've cooled off.
But the good news is they are doing much better from the field.
Absolutely.
They've put up 13 points so far in this third quarter compared to just 7 for Norton. Their highest scoring quarter yet. And we still have 2:27 left to go. Kiki Fossbender leading the way for the Hillers with 13 points. Brooke Doherty has 7 points. Elena Davies with 4. Lexi Trendle has 5. And Carly Hedstrom with 2. It's been a good team effort so far by the Hillers. I'm very impressed how they're handling the ball and playing defensively.
Yeah, the defense has really been a big thing for them tonight. It's really got them going. And when they were slow to start on offense, the defense is what kind of turned it around for them. I think it was that moment when we watched Fossbender have 2 quick buckets and one on the steal. I think that really gave them the spark they were looking for.
Lexi Trendle will take her 2nd of 2. And she hits. 8 points for Lexi. Full court pressure by the Hillers.
This is where they're really making their hay today.
Fitzroy feeds it over. Now into Andy. And it went through the hands of Cotrain, but there to collect Fieri. Along the wing, Cotrain driving down. Up for the shot. Too much. Loose ball, and Cotrain collects along the baseline. Feeds it over to Andy. Andy up for the shot. Count it.
Great baseline pass. She was out of bounds and was able to get back in, establish position, grab the ball, and then whip one baseline to the girl from the left.
Brooke Doherty responds.
The Hillers come right back.
With possession, Cotrain feeds it over to Fieri.
Oh, it's a travel.
And the Hillers will get it back. Doherty back to Fossbender. Ooh.
That's going to be a foul on the floor, blocking foul.
I wasn't sure if they were going to call the foul or call the travel, but they made the right decision. They get Kate Andy with her third.
There would have been no travel without the foul.
Doherty on the entry. Up top to Hedstrom. Hedstrom drives down to Trendle now. Up for the shot. It's blocked, and Norton has it. Cotrain with it. Surrounded by defenders, and it's ripped away by Doherty.
And a foul from behind.
And they'll get Emma Cotrain with her third foul. Rick Doherty on the entry to Davies. Hedstrom, Fossbender. Now Doherty. Back to Fossbender, up for three. No good. Swatted back out. And a battle for it along the far side. We have a foul. Not sure who it's
from
on.
behind it.
It's going to be against the Hillers.
I think it's going to be on Hedstrom.
You are correct. It's her first. Team fourth for the Hillers. Norton already has 6 fouls. 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Cotrain driving down, up with the underhand. Count it.
That's another one on Hedstrom.
Yeah, she'll take a seat. Coming into the game, Bethel Flanagan.
I don't think Hedstrom will be out for too long. That's only 2 fouls, and she's very, very aggressive, very active out there.
And the end one is good. Norton back within 5. Trendle taking it up to the bucket and in.
Nice drive to get around her. Oh, and that's
Cotrain in trouble along the near side and draws contact.
Foul. It looked like it over and back, but when you're bringing the ball up, you need to get both feet and the ball over the line before you can come back. And she only put 1 foot over, so she was able to bring it back.
That foul on Davies. Cotrain up against Fossbender trying to get it over to Patch, and Patch gets wrapped up with Trendle.
Well, the possession arrow favors Norton for this one.
27 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Fieri up top over to Andy. Feeds it over to Fieri. Cotrain gets it into Patch, drives the lane, and in she goes.
And she got free on a pick at the foul line and was able to drive down the lane wide open.
Flanagan with it. Over to Fossbender. 6 seconds left to go. Fossbender up for the shot. No good. Put back by Trendle. No good.
Blocked.
Secondary put back. Count it! Right at the buzzer.
Great bucket.
Lexi Trendle making it happen in the third quarter, 8 points in the quarter. And she has 12 overall. Or make that 10 overall for Lexi. But that was impressive by the Hillers. They put up 20 points in the quarter and outscored Norton 20-14. Boy, oh boy, did the offense pick up in that quarter.
Yeah, they looked really great. They were moving the ball around very effectively. It's really I think the name of this game has been the full court matchup press. The defense has been really well. And then even when they get it in the half court, a couple of times we saw them, they trap right on the ball and were able to steal it.
Yeah, they've done a nice job defensively and distributing the ball. And now you got the shooting going well. So they're in full force now in this second half. We'll see if they can continue it into the fourth quarter. Lancers are still very much in this game, only a 7-point game.
Just when you think the Hillers are really going to take off, Norton kind of stands up and fights back and gets a couple of points, keeps it close, and then the Hillers kind of draw away again.
Yeah, I don't think Norton plans on going away. Scoring leaders so far in this game for the Hillers, Kiki Fossbender with 13. For Norton, Emma Cotrain with 12 points. Cho with possession. Takes it up over to Doherty. To Cho, and just able to stay in bounds along the baseline. Over to Doherty, and no good. Got rejected by the rim there.
They had a couple of good cuts on that play. Cho got behind the defense all alone. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one right there.
Cotrain somehow maintains possession. Patch drives down.
And the Hillers somehow didn't foul.
Yeah. And we're going to have a foul here. Body contact.
That's going to be on Fossbender. She's a little slow getting up.
It's going to be her second foul. Heading to the line, Emma Cotrain.
I think Fossbender looks okay, though.
On the 1-and-1. Norton in the bonus. Good on the first. On the back end, count it. 14 points for Emma Cotrain.
Yep, Norton hanging in there.
Fossbender gets it over. Iannelli now to Doherty. Doherty trying to get it over to Cho. Ends up going out, off the defender out of bounds. And Taryn Fieri looks to be a little shooken up. She was grabbing at her knee, but she seems to be okay now. Trying to get it over the wing. It's poked away, but picked up by Iannelli. And now Cho swatted in the air, and it's taken. Here comes Fieri to the bucket. No good, but draws the foul.
Foul on Doherty.
It's her first.
Cho is in the neighborhood, and she's dancing around out there with 4.
Well, you're in the fourth quarter, so give it everything you got, right?
That's right. I heard someone say earlier, you can't take them with you.
These are the intelligent words of our producer, Mike Terosian. Fed over to Iannelli, up to Cho. Back to Iannelli. Feeds it over to Trendle through the defenders. And jump ball call. It'll go Lancers' way. A 4-point game. Cotrain over to Fieri. Tetrell.
They got to get that over the half court. There it is.
Great steal there. Iannelli to the bucket. No. Loose ball. And it's collected by Cotrain. Here comes Norton. Cho nearly had it, just could not get a grip on it. Fieri feeds it in. Cotrain to the bucket. Yes.
She looked off the defenders and then took the layup. And now that it's at the end of the game, it's crunch time, they really need to convert when they get the turnovers on the in the open court.
We got a push against.
They're going to get a foul, and it's going to be a 1-and-1.
Yep. It's going to be the 4th foul on Emma Cotrain. That's a player that the Lancers really don't want out of this game. She's been their main source of offense. No good by Cho, but Trendle able to put it up and in.
Great offensive rebound. And we got a timeout. I think Hopkinton.
6:16 left to go in the 4th quarter. The Hillers leading 43-39. And this appears to be a game that is likely going to go down to the final seconds.
Yeah, Norton's refusing to go away no matter how hard the Hillers are playing.
They certainly are. There's been a lot of momentum shifts in this game. And we'll see who can get momentum on their side to try to take home the win. And this is a pretty big game here for the Hillers. You got to beat some of these teams 500 and above, such as the Norton Lancers, to have a chance to make the postseason.
And the Hillers will try to even their record at 3-3 with a win today.
All right. And they started the season a bit late due to COVID issues, but have a very busy stretch pretty much throughout the remainder of the season. Some updates from around the TVL in boys basketball. Norwood leading Dedham 15-10. And in girls basketball, Norwood took down Dedham 62-30. Also in boys basketball, Dover Sherborne leading Westwood 50-29. Off the timeout. Along the near side, Tetrell trying to feed it over, and Fossbender knocks it out of play. On the entry, Fieri.
Yeah, the Hillers going to live and die by that full court press, and they should today. It's served them well.
Top to Andy, now Cotrain along the wing. Driving down, it's blocked.
Great block.
Doherty got a hand on it, loose ball, and the Hillers collect. Trendle able to pick it up. Cho over to Fossbender, up for 3. No good off the back iron. Kate Andy feeds it over to Fieri. Cotrain now. Back to Fieri. Andy wide open, and she finishes.
You were patient. That's what you hopefully you get when you see the double team. You hope you can get the ball to the open man, and they did that time.
Cho trying to respond, coast to coast and in. Lauren Cho says, "Oh, you're going to do that? Well, I'm going to take it to the house." Knocked out of play. It'll stay with the Lancers.
Yeah, just what they needed right there.
Taryn Fieri will have the entry. Fieri needs to get it in.
Close.
And she does. Andy back to Fieri. Now Andy drives down the lane, up and in. Kate Andy with 12 points on the night. Cho. Over to Fossbender, back to Cho. Hedstrom, Doherty. Over to the corner now. Fossbender calls it out. Hedstrom, nice feed to Trendle, and she finishes.
Nice little triangle there.
14 points for Lexi Trendle. Back to a 4-point game. Driving down is Tetrell. Feeds it up top. Fieri for 3. No good. Cho collects. Cho goes behind the back. Narrowly stolen. Oh, it is going to be taken by Cotrain, but she gets wrapped up with Hedstrom.
It's going to be Hiller's ball.
Get the jump ball call, and the officials are going to talk about if there was a foul or not, I believe. There was perhaps some contact.
Tough to read their lips.
Yep, they're going to stick with the jump ball call. Hillers will have possession. Doherty on the entry. Into Cho. Hedstrom. Doherty out of the corner. Fossbender kicks it across to Cho. Cho driving in. Feeds it out to Kiki. Fossbender spins around the defender, up for the shot. No, it falls out. And it's swatted back to Trendle. Trendle between two defenders draws contact.
And she's got a foul. She's going to go to the line.
It's going to be the second foul on Fieri. Team 8th for Norton. Both teams with 8 fouls apiece in the second half. First of 2. No good.
Yeah, we said they got to hit their free throws if they want to stay ahead.
Second of 2. Got it. A 5-point Hiller lead.
Another timeout.
Timeout called by the Lancers. They're going to try to regroup. Well, the Hillers once again trying to pull away. But every time they do, it seems like Norton just gets right back into the game. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
These timeout calls have really changed the momentum.
Yeah, a lot of times you say, oh, why are they calling a timeout? It really doesn't really have an effect. But tonight it really has. It seems that they're kind of taking the wind out of the sails on every turn, every offense.
A couple more scores from throughout the TVL. The Medway girls defeated Ashland 52-39. In action is Medfield and Bellingham after 3 quarters. It's Medfield leading 55-23. Pretty much the entire TVL in action tonight for Friday night basketball. And the Hiller boys, they're battling a very good Lancers team over in Norton, and they are tied up at 38 apiece in the fourth quarter. Fieri on the entry for the Lady Lancers. Full court pressure as expected by the Hillers. Pass up over to Tetrell.
Yeah, travel.
Oh, boy.
She's arguing it, but you can see she dragged her pivot foot a little bit.
Hedstrom on the entry over to Cho. Under 4 minutes left to go. Cho hands it to Fossbender. Out to Hedstrom. Hedstrom drives down, up, and in, plus the foul.
That's a great take. Took it right into the teeth of the defense. Put up a little floater. It's nice when you can get it to hit the front of the rim and it rolls over and in.
Chance here to give the Hillers an 8-point lead. No good. And it's swatted out of bounds by Trendle. Will go to Norton. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Cotrain with it. Working against Fossbender. Ooh, I thought she stepped back court.
Yeah, I did too. But she might not have had possession when the ball went over.
Cho over to Doherty. Doherty off the window and in.
Way to look up and advance the ball to the girls out in front of you.
11 points for Brooke Doherty. Fieri trying to respond, and she will. It is a 7-point game. Cho. And it's stripped away. And the official going to say that it went out of bounds after Cotrain was able to get it away from Cho. It's Hiller's ball. Doherty on the entry. Over to Trendle. Kicks it out to Hedstrom. Hands it to Fossbender. And it's stripped away. Norton gets it back. Here comes Cotrain. Up for the shot, no good. Able to grab the loose ball, puts it back up, count it. Fossbender with it. Over to Cho. 2 minutes 35 and counting left to go in this fourth quarter. Doherty over to Cho. Cho around the defender, up and no good.
She's done that a couple of times, gotten behind her defender. Sometimes the offense has seen her, sometimes they haven't. That was a nice play.
Cotrain over to Patch. Patch. And Fossbender able to strip it away. Cho feeds it up to Doherty. Doherty, a wide open break. Count it!
Again, a nice way to look up and see your girls running out in front of you. Get the ball out to them.
13 points for Brooke Doherty. Patch up top. Driving down. No good. And we have a foul on the rebound attempt. I believe it's going to be against the Hillers.
Yeah, it's going to be a Doherty over the back.
It's going to be her second, team ninth. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is good. On the back end, count it. It's back to a 5-point game.
Norton's sticking right with them, even though all the momentum seems to be with Hopkinton right now. Norton is still right there.
They certainly are. I feel like it's been a 5-point game a number of different times tonight.
Right.
Cho drives down, and no good. Rebound Fieri. That was a nice drive down the lane.
She really deserved it.
Certainly did. Kicks it out over to Patch. Patch going to draw contact.
Another blocking foul. That's going to be on Fossbender. Not a shooting foul, but they're in the 1-and-1. No, actually, they're in the double bonus.
Yeah, double bonus time. It's going to be the third on Fossbender. First of two, no good. Second of two, no good. Fossbender collects. Cho will take it up.
They're going to try to run their offense now. Time is a little bit on their side here.
Hedstrom. Over to Doherty. And it's stolen away by Fieri. Fieri driving down around the defender, no good. And Patch is going to collect. Up for the shot, no good, but
he's going to take a little walk there under the basket.
Yep. It's going to go to the Hillers, and we'll have a timeout. 49 seconds left to go. It's a 5-point game. Norton's still very much alive in this contest.
Yeah, the free throws are really going to determine what happens and how close it is from here on. Because they're playing so hard, you're going to get inevitable fouls, and everyone's going to go to the line now.
Lancers have actually outscored Hopkinton in this fourth quarter so far, 15-12. And they have put themselves right back in this game, but certainly have their work cut out for them. Another TVL update. Norwood stays perfect. They get a 62-30 win tonight. They're certainly an impressive team. They took on Dedham. And don't forget, we'll be right back here this Sunday as the Hillers welcome in Holliston in a TVL large matchup. Tip off at 3 p.m. JV game tips off at 1:30. Off the timeout, 49 seconds left to go. A 5-point Hillers lead.
Now the Hillers are going to try to slow things down, and Norton's not going to let them.
We'll see if they give an immediate foul here. Cho.
This is what they want. They want to get it up like that if they can break the press.
Hedstrom back to Cho. Fossbender, and there's the foul.
And that's kind of who you want him taking the shots tonight. She's really been hot.
Fossbender with 13 points so far tonight. Third foul of the game on Taryn Fieri.
And she's going to shoot 2. They're in the double bonus as well.
She's 3 for 4 from the line tonight. 4 for 5. Five for 6.
Gets them both.
Hillers up by 7.
You just want to play tough defense without fouling here. There's a timeout by Norton. So the Hillers really want to play tight defense and not foul, obviously. But you want Norton to make mistakes rather than going to the line.
Absolutely, and the Hillers have just done a terrific job at forcing turnovers, and Norton hasn't had too many answers for their press.
No, they've struggled with it the whole night. It would be a real different story if Hopkins really got a lot of points off the turnovers in the first half.
A couple TVL finals to tell you about. Dover Sherborne took down Westwood 59-51 in boys action. Also in boys action, Norwood over Dedham 50-40. Girls action, Norwood stays perfect with a 62-30 win over Dedham. I keep checking, waiting for that Hiller boys score, but no update yet. That last check about 10 minutes ago, it was tied up at 38 apiece in the fourth quarter. .33 seconds left to go. The Hillers looking to improve to 500 on the season. Kate Andy on the entry. Feeds it over.
There's the foul they don't want.
Yeah, I think at this point you should probably take a relaxed approach defensively. It's going to be the third foul of the game on Brooke Doherty. No good on the first. Cotrain was 8 for 8 at the line until that miss. She's 9 for 10. 6-point game, and there's the intentional foul. Fossbender going back to the line. Third foul on Tetral.
This is going to be a long 30 seconds, I think.
Yes. And she hits the first. Kiki Fossbender, 6 for 7 from the line. 16 points overall. Make it 17. An 8-point Hiller lead.
Yeah, no fouls here.
They're keeping
just keep them slow.
For 3, no good. It'll rattle out. Collected by Patch, now it's stripped away. Hedstrom trying to cover it up. We'll have a jump ball call.
It's going to stay Norton ball.
Only 13 seconds left. It would have to be the quickest 8 points we've ever seen. For 3. There's 3 of them.
3 of them, yeah. And we get a timeout.
Ella Tetral puts Norton within 5, and we're not done yet.
Only 3 seconds off the clock.
That was impressive. That was the second three of the game for Norton.
So again, I'm assuming the Hillers are going to try to get the ball right to Fossbender, who's just going to cradle it until she gets fouled.
Yep, she's certainly the best free throw shooter on the team.
And she's been very good from the line tonight.
She is an impressive player. It's been a good team effort tonight by the Hillers. A lot of good contributions by several players. Hillers will inbound off the timeout. 10.7 seconds left to go.
So Cho probably set a pick for Fossbender right there. And they'll be happy now if they can get it in. Oh, they're going to call a timeout.
Very smart move getting the timeout called by Brooke Doherty. You certainly don't want to take the turnover there.
No, absolutely. You don't want to give the ball right to them under their own basket without any time off the clock.
Well, Lancers clearly know exactly who the Hillers want to go to.
Yeah, so they have to, they work on this. They know who their second and third options are.
And we will have another full slate of Hiller sports coming up next week. Of course, we have the girls' basketball game this Sunday as they take on Holliston. And then on Tuesday next week, the boys are back in town to take on Millis. 6:30 tip-off. And then on Wednesday, we'll have Hiller wrestling at 6:30. Girls hockey against Westwood at 8 p.m. Alpine ski on Thursday. Then the girls' team is back here to take on Medway next Friday.
So here you'll see that pick again by Cho at the foul line to open up Fossbender, and that's just what they got.
2 seconds taken off the clock. Fossbender heading back to the line to try to add on to her 17 points. 7 for 8 from the strike tonight. Hits the first.
She's really doing her best to put this away late.
And we get another timeout. I think this is the freeze the shooter.
Yeah, I think it's not too late for that, though. I don't think she's going to freeze, and I don't think
Or ice
the 8
the
seconds
shooter.
is going to help.
Right. I think it's a little too late, but they're going to give it a try anyway. Well, she gets a miss. You get the rebound, shoot a quick three, make it a 3-point game. Who knows?
It's funny, most of the second half, the Hillers have really looked much better, or the momentum shifting more toward the Hillers. It looks like they're really pulling away, but every time you look at the score, it's 4 or 5 or 6 points. And again, it's only a 6-point lead when it feels like much more.
And we have a Hiller boys update. Get that in just a second as Fossbender hits the free throw. 7-point game. The Hiller boys have defeated Norton 54-47. Great road win by the Hiller boys. And it's going to be a nice home win for the Hiller girls as they take down the Norton Lancers 60-53. The Lancers gave the Hillers all they could handle, but Hopkinton able to hang on and collect the victory and improve to 3-3 on the season. Norton falls to 5-5. A very impressive team win for the Hillers tonight, Wally.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the name of that game was their full-court press. They lived and died by it, and it gave them everything they wanted on offense, even in the first half when they weren't getting their shots to fall. And they were, easy shots, and they just weren't going down, but they were getting them. And then they started to really make it happen in the second half with the same formula.
Well, an impressive win by the Hillers, and they are hoping to keep the winning trend going as they pick up their second straight win here tonight as they take down the Lancers 60-53. A big thank you to our crew tonight, Mike Tarosian, Mary Arnott, and Rowan Scott. For my broadcast partner, Wally Henneberry, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, Hillers over Norton 60-53. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.